Welcome to Let's Talk About It with Ryan. Today we're going to take a look back at the 1990s, 30 plus years ago. 36 years ago to be exact. Before I get started, I want to let you know that I do this for educational purposes only. You're always welcome to correct me if I'm wrong, or mention it in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. We are almost to 100 episodes. I believe this one's episode 94 or 95. One of them. I hope you enjoy the show today. And let's kick this thing off, shall we? If anybody remembered about the 1990s, if you grew up in the 90s, like I had, most of my childhood was in the 90s. Some of it was in the 80s when I was born, but if you want to take a look back at the 1980s, it's on my playlist now. The 1990s is often remembered for its pre-smartphone, the birth of digital, and the TVs in the 90s, the must-see TVs, Friday night, the TGIF on ABC, which shows like Full House, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, Boy Meets World, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and other shows during the week, Friends, Seinfeld, just to name a few. The 1990s had some chart-topping, like Wannabe by the Spice Girls, Everybody by the Backstreet Boys, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, Baby One More Time by Britney Spears, and any song from NSYNC is also remembered from the 90s, and it was the beginning of the boy band versus the girl band. Remember renting videos from the Hollywood Video or Blockbuster on a Friday night, and you had all day to watch them and all weekend to watch the tapes. And you rent your favorite VHS tapes. Yes, there were VHSs back then. Just to return them on Sundays. So on Monday mornings when you go to school, you have something to talk about. Or if you missed your favorite shows during the week, you could always go back and watch them, like Saturday morning cartoons on ABC or CBS. The 90s also brought us the rise of AOL, online dial-up with the World Wide Web, also known as www, or going to the AOL chat room. The 90s gave us good gaming consoles too, like Sega, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boy, and Sony PlayStation. We used to socialize and go to the mall and hang out with our friends before the smartphone thing. And if you're lucky, you'd have some change to use the payphone. We also had the most unique toys growing up. Like Pokemon cards, Beanie Babies, Furby, and just some weird ones. Listening to music means CDs. And cassette tapes, recording it from the radios to make a mixtape, and I've done a lot of those growing up in the 90s. And we had something called an Apple iPod, if anybody ever remembered those. It was before Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, just to name a few. Before the navigations on the phone, it was called MapQuest. That's how you used to get directions, or you ask a stranger on the street which way something is, and no one's ever right about that. Crap was a lot cheaper back then. It was a lot easier to live by. I was born in 1984, grew up half in the 80s and half in the 90s. Most of my childhood was in the 90s. Now my take on the 90s. Where do I begin? Well, for starters, the movies were a hell of a lot better. More action movies. The movies they make nowadays suck, except for a handful of them that I actually do like. A lot of them use that cheap CGI BS, which I don't go for. I like the older movies like RoboCop and Terminator and Hook. Demolition Man was another one, which I watched that the other day. Ghost was another one, I watched that the other day. Prices were cheaper. You can get a box of cereal for like $3 instead of paying $15 for a box of cereal. That's just for the fucking king size cereal. And everything was cheaper back then. And it was a lot easier. No one gave a damn where you were until you came home at night to eat dinner. As long as you're out and you survived the night so you can go to school the next day or a couple days after, I think you'd be alright. Like the song says, you gotta fight for your right to party. That is basically what we did back in the 80s and 90s. The stranger danger and all these weird ass people back in the 90s. Ted Bundy, these guys are freaks. So what's my take on the 90s? Well, I like the 90s because I grew up with, I spent a lot of time playing Nintendo, in the 90s. Mario, Duck Hunt, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Mondays was a thing too. If anybody remembers when the first Mortal Kombat came out, it was Mortal Kombat Mondays. Look it up on YouTube. There's an old commercial for it. What else happened in the 90s? Great TV shows. I mentioned some earlier, like Full House, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers. Even though it came out in the 80s, it ran through the 90s too. Family Ties. What else ran through the 90s? Cheers. Cheers was a great show. I'd watch that today. And I still watch it. Wings. Movies like Kindergarten Cops, Twin, Jingle All the Way, Commando. That was a great movie. Yeah, a lot of it. So I grew up watching all those movies. The toys in the 90s were cool too, unlike the shit they have today. I don't know what they come up with these things. They're all plastic and nothing's built right anymore. Everything's made of plastic nowadays. I remember when stuff was made of metal. Like when I used to play t-ball, those damn bats were metal. And they were heavy too. They weren't the aluminum crap they have today. So what's my take on the 90s? Well, if we go back 36 years, people don't understand how they have it nowadays. Now they get to play with their smartphones, with their AirPods, and no one ever gave a shit whether you came home or not, and you're in a chat room or a sex app or whatever. And hoping you don't get abducted. And what's with this alien crap here? I'll believe in aliens when I see it. And UFOs too. I know there's some out there, but when I see it, we'll never know. I haven't seen one yet, so. And don't even get me started on anything else, because I'll just go off on it. So what's my take on the 90s? It was alright. Looking back, I wish I still had a bunch of my stuff from the 90s, like the Garbage Pail Kids, my Ninja Turtles. Growing up, I had all of them. Because I'm a Ninja Turtle freak. Back in the day. Ninja Turtles was another movie that came out in the 90s. The original Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to be exact. And if you look on this little thing here, you can see the Rugrats, Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, the Viewmaster, Rugrats. It looks like Ed, and Eddie. That was a Nickelodeon show. Doug, Good Burger, the Blockbuster logo, the Kool-Aid Man. Oh man, there's a lot. Johnny Bravo. Whatever the fuck that phone thing is. It looks like plastic. It looks like That looks god awful. It looks like Waldo. God, I remember Waldo. The Super Soaker. Cat Dog. Bop It. Remember Bop It? Yeah, I remember Bop It. I used to break it. I used to break that damn thing. Just for the hell of it. But yeah, there's a lot of things back in the 90s. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Stay tuned next week for another episode of Let's Talk About It. It's now on Thursday at 6 p.m. starting next week. And I hope you guys have a good day. And the next episode, it is going to be, my Rolodex here is going to be Holly's Pies Restaurant. Hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe.